Hello and good evening. Hi, Chris. It's one of them nights tonight. I'm not facing the camera because I've just had one of them days and it's been a nightmare. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Lydia. Yeah, it's just been one of them days, so I'm not facing the camera tonight. So I will introduce myself. It's Lorna Carter, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, based here in the UK with Monday Makes with me. I hope you can all hear me okay. Anything can go wrong tonight. As I say, it's been one of them days, so we shall see how we go. Hi, Izzy. Right, so I've got the catalogue out tonight. I'm going to be making a double Z fold card. Anybody who doesn't know what one of those is? This is the one I made for showing you. And there's your double Z. So what I've used with this one, I've used Misty Moonlight for the base card, the blue. I've used the hand-penned, beautiful designer series paper. I just can't get enough of it. And then the stamp sets we're using tonight are the Colour and Contour again, which we used last week, which is that one. And then I'm bringing in Peaceful Moments. Now this is a really versatile stamp set. It's got some really nice sentiments on there and for every occasion, so it's really versatile, so it's a good one to have. And both those, the Peaceful Moments and the Colour and Contour, they're both £20 each. That's what we're using tonight. I'll just quickly show you in the catalogue. So the Colour and Contour, it's lovely. I just can't get enough of this one either. It's a 2-stage stamp set, and it's really can be really delicate. It's really beautiful. As I say, it's £20 for the set, and you can get a die set to actually go with it. I'm not using the die set tonight, but if you're interested in the stamp set and the die set, you can buy it as a bundle, and you save 10% with the dies and the stamp set price, the £47.50 for the bundle. But you get some really nice, it cuts out the flowers, and you get a layering die set, all with different like scalloped edges, all in different sizes, and you also get a scalloped edge die as well. So that's that one. And then the other one, I haven't got the page number down, if you just bear with me. Not prepared at all tonight. Let's say it's been one of them days. Looks like it's going to be one of them weeks. Where are we? Just bear with me. I will get there. There we go. And in the catalogue, it's page 24. With all the, so you've got a thank you, you've got congratulations, you've got with deepest sympathy, birthday. It's life is better with a friend like you. It's lovely. They've got some really nice sentiments there, so we're going to be using that stamp set as well tonight. Right, let's get cracking. So as I say, this is the card we're going to be making. I'll give you all the measurements as we go, so if anybody is interested in jotting them down to make one. So instead of making it in the Misty Moonlight, I'm making it with one of the new in colours, Evening Evergreen. Really deep, it's lovely, really deep green, be fabulous for Christmas, this one. So here we have a piece. It's 11.5 inches long by 4 1/8 inches deep. That's the main card piece, and then the second piece is 3 inches by 10 inches. So that's those two, and what we're going to do is score. I'll get my scoreboard out. Hope you can see that. Okay. So with each of these, we're going to score at 2 7/8 and 5 3/4. So we've got 2 7/8 and 5 3/4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this over and score the 5 3/4, purely because with it being a Z fold, it's how it scores better. You'll see in a second when I've done it. So once again, on the small piece, we're doing 2 7/8, turn her over, and 5 3/4. Okay, so I can just put my scoreboard away. That is all the scoring we're doing tonight. No doubt I'll wreck my desk as I'm going. Okay, so this is the small one, and you can see that is a valley fold and that is a mountain. So you'd automatically think the valley fold you'd fold in on itself. Well, you don't. The valley folds you fold away. So just let me give that a score. And then this is the mountain. We're going to fold that back on itself. So you just I think you automatically think it just folds the way it is, but it gives you a better crease line. So that's one. Then yet again, that's the valley. So we fold it into a mountain, and that's a mountain. It sounds a bit stupid, doesn't it? Mountain folding into a valley, but that's what we do. So that's the two main pieces of the card. Right, just put them to one side and I'll just go through the other pieces of card that we're going to use. So with this one, we've got two pieces at 2 3/4 inches by 2 5/8 of an inch. We've got one piece at 4 inches by 2 3/4. And then we've got one piece at 2 5/8 of an inch by 3 7/8 of an inch. So that's the white. Oh, and also we need a little scrap just to do a die cut out of. These are my favourite dies, so I'm afraid we're using them again. I'll go through that with you in a minute. But the designer series paper, so we need one piece 5 1/2 inches by 3 7/8 of an inch, and that needs to be landscape if it's a directional print. We've got another piece 2 5/8 by 3 7/8 of an inch, and that, if you've got a directional print, it wants to be portrait. And then the last piece is 3 3/3 inches, I'll get my teeth into gear, by 2.5 inches, and that's another, if it's directional you want that landscape. So those are all the pieces. I've just forgotten we need a scrap just of the base colour, so this is Evening Evergreen for our die cut, and that is what we need for this card. Right, what I'm going to do is stamp everything, I think, first. So I say stamp everything, I need to get my little Stampin' cut and emboss machine. We'll do the die cuts and then I can stamp on them. But what have I done with my plates? Oh dear, told you it was going to be one of them evenings. Right, so we have the little scrap of white, and the dies are from the Stitch So Sweetly die set. You get, just get them out to show you, just so you can see. So that is the die set. So there's your layering dies for these ones, and they're really sweet. Got little scalloped rectangular edges, and they're actually stitched, got like a stitch line in them. And then these are like the labels in 4 sizes, and they're stitched as well. They're really lovely, but we're going to use the bigger 2 labels, so I'll just put that down. So the smallest one we're going to do in white. So I've got my plates, plate number 1 and one plate number 2. You put your die, your card on first, then your die, and then your second clear plate. And I've staggered them so they go through the machine easy. So once you get started, get rid of my rubbish. So there, I don't know if you can see, it's nicely stitched, it's lovely. They really are delicate dies. And then we may as well cut this one out while we've got the die cutting machine out. So this is the base colour, Evening Evergreen. As you can see, I placed that on just at an angle, so it doesn't, it's maybe not so bad with this one because it's not got a straight edge. Sometimes when you've got a straight edge, it's better to just tip it at an angle, and it feeds in the machine. It makes it a lot easier. So stagger my plates. And away we go. And that's that one. Don't know if that'll come. You see the stitching on that one. Right, so that's all my die cutting done. So I'll put my little machine away. So cute, that. Absolutely love it to pieces. Right, so the base colour label I'll just put on there. So on here we're going to stamp Happy Birthday, and we're also going to stamp the hand penned. This is from the hand pen, the flowers, just on the edge. But also, I don't know if you can see, we've got it same in here, just on the edge. But if you look, you can just see I've just stamped that just down there, just for something interesting. So if we do all the stamping, it's done with. And then the wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. So we'll get that done first, then we can pop the card together. Alright, so just bring my scrap in to put that on. Right, I'm just going to sit down And we've got Evening Evergreen. We have got Pale Papaya. And then I've got my Memento. So the outline of the flowers I'm going to do in black, just on the edge. So I'm just going to ink up that, and then we're just however you want to do it. So we'll just go on like that. So we've got that edge, and just ink up again, just on the very edge. No point in inking all the stamp up. And I think we'll go like that. Just something different. So if I move that away, this is what you get. So I'm just going to put that on, concentrate on this piece first. So this is the Happy Birthday we're using. I'm just hoping, yeah, it'll go on. I should have really done the sentiment first and then gone round the, that's it, that's lovely. I'm just going to stand up for this so I can see what I'm doing. And if I mess it up, we can always cut another one. Happy Birthday, yeah, that's just in. Okay, just put that stamp set to one side. Right, so as I said, the hand penned, just move it around. The hand penned is a two-stage stamp set. It's a bit of a mouthful, that is. And what we're going to do, that's it. So what we're going to do is just infill, and it's not, you don't have to be accurate because it's like a watercolor type effect. So that's one side, and stamp up again. I'm going to have to stand up again. I knew it was going to be one of them nights. There we go. So it just gives you, just sets it off. It's just quite sweet, I think, that. Right, so I need the two pieces, the two smaller pieces that are the same size. It's those we need, and I'm just double checking to make sure, because they're not quite square. Yeah, so we need the longer side, the 2 3/4. Let's just double check to make sure. What have I done with my ruler? There we go. So yeah, 2 3/4. So the longest side, I have to rub it out. Longest side is that one. And just let me get my rubber. I've written these on, and I've got some writing on the back of them. There we go. There we are. Right, so this one, so say it's the longest piece down the side like that. So we need to do the same as we did on the Happy Birthday. So just at the, however you want to place it. and the same diagonally across. I'm going to go for the same look. Okay, so just put that one to one side for a minute, just let it dry before I do the infill. Yeah, so 2 3/4 yet again down this side. And what have I done with my other one? So this is the what's it called, Precious, can't remember what we call it. Peaceful Moments. I knew it began with a P. So, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. And we're just going to stamp that in Evening Evergreen. Just going to stamp it onto my... Okay. Just trying to get it level now. With not being over the top of it, it makes it difficult. Down we go. Oh, it's not too bad. We can go with that one. So there we go. Wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. Right. Oh, no. I haven't finished with that because I need to do my infill. Finished with that one. That one can be shut. Go away. And then we'll just do the infill. Just get it right. I apologise if I'm not catching your comments. I shall catch them later. And then just onto that one. Just like so. Just take that off. Right, so we've done with that one as well. Oh, she says we have. I know what we haven't done, but I'll do that in a second. So that's those two. What I haven't done, just make sure I get the right size. Yeah, that's the right size. So this one is the 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. The other one is very, very similar sizing, so you've just got to be careful you get the right one. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to ink up the flower again. Once we've got all the stamping done, it'll not take long to pop it together. So just straight down. Just like so, a little bit of pressure. There we go. And then we'll get the infill colour. These new ink colours are so lovely. They all go together really well. Right, I'm just going to have to bring that down a bit because I can't see what I'm doing. And something like that. As I say, you don't have to be accurate. It's more of a watercoloured effect. So that's that piece. So right, we have now definitely finished with the stamping on this card. So I can put that there. Move that out of the way. Right, sit back down again. So what I will do, so I'm going to just glue that. In fact, I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to go with the Stampin' Seal. I haven't used this very often, so I'm going to get used to it. and it's just like a glue roller, so it's just a matter of putting it down like that, put the lid on, and then we're going to put that. So I use my tweezers, and I think those labels, if you can see that, look really well together. I really love the colours. I really love that evening evergreen with that pale papaya. It's lovely. Right, so let's start putting stuff onto the card. So that is how the card will be. So flat and then down like that. So the largest piece of DSP, which is the 5.5 by 3 7/8, is going to go like that. So we'll use our tape roller again, Stampin' Seal. I'm trying all sorts of different adhesives from Stampin' Up. I am a wet glue lady because you get your wiggle room, but I've got to give them a try. So which way? Oh, I don't think it really matters, up or down. I'm going with that way. Right, let's see if I can we can line her up. There we go, that's not bad. Not perfect, but it is handmade. Right, so we've got the largest piece there. The flower we stamped in full, we're going to put on here. So out with the Stampin' Seal. I'm going to eyeball it this way. I think that'll do. There we go, that's that piece. Right, and then the last piece is going on there. This is the portrait piece, which is 2 5/8 of an inch by 3 7/8. And we're going to put that one like that. So there we go. It's taken me a little bit of time to get used to this. We've got used to it and we're making it go. I'm just used to ordinary tape, it's just a little bit different. Okay, so line her up like so. I don't know if I put that on the right way around now, but it's all pretty flowers, you can't really tell. So that's the base part, and obviously that's going to go like that, and then this part, it goes like that, and that is going to go there. But before we put try to put that together, we're going to stick everything on. So you can write your own sentimenty piece in. We're going to attach that to there. And just stick that on. Find it a lot easier with tweezers. Something like, there we go. That's one piece. And then the sentiment, or should I say the stamp sentiment. Onto there. And then the last piece of DSP, this is the landscape one, which is 3 3/4 by 2.5. Needs to go on the 4 by 2 3/4 inch white card. Okay, so if I pop that on, I do like a fun felt card. I like anything that can be a challenge sometimes. I've made no end in the past, and I've made a mess of them and had to start again, but that's a process of learning. And then that piece now, I think I'm going to go with that side, I think, for a change. Yes, I think we're going to go with that for a change. Use the other side of the DSP because it's double-sided. I love the flowers, but hey, let's do something a little different. So we'll put that on like so. Oh, I apologise. Notification. I thought I'd turned them off, my phone. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Now, the sentiment, I'm going to raise up on some dimensionals. So I'll just get some out and just put 5 on, one in the middle, just to give it, just to raise it up a bit. So much easier if you poke the back in, it comes off a lot quicker. She says it's sticking to me. Right. So get that lined up. Go with so we've just got, you can't really see, it's got a little bit of dimension, but not too much. It's quite cute on its own actually, that'll make a nice little card on its own. Oh, the things we do. Put things together. We'll try a small one next time. So that is going to go like that. Okay, right, so I'm going to use tearing tape to actually attach this to the base. Okay, so what we need to do, if I do it that way, you can see. So I'm going to put a piece of tape on the edge here, a piece of tape down sort of the middle of this card piece, and that will attach to this folded bit at the front. And then, so that'll go on there, and then we're going to attach a piece of tape there and a piece of tape there. So I'll just put the tape on and then I'll show you how I deal with it. So a piece of tape there, a piece of tape there, one at the end, and then we want one roughly about there. You don't want it too far over because it'll get stuck onto the base, actual base bit itself. So to put this on the card, it can be a bit awkward. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take, if you look at it there, I'm going to take this piece of tape so it's sticky, take the cover off, she says. Okay, so take that piece off. So we've got this bit that's going to stick down, and basically the other side. So it's that bit and this bit that I'm taking off. You'll see why. So if I put that flat and just eyeball the level. So this is where I get it wrong. So we stick that piece down, that piece down. So basically it looks terrible. Looks like it's not going to work. But there we go. What I've got to do now, so that side's stuck, and then we've just got to get this tape. Don't know if you can see what I'm doing, and it's a bit fiddly, but it's the best way of doing it. So if I take that tape from through there and then stick that bit down, and then the same with this side. It's a bit awkward to show you that tape there, look. There we go. So if I pull that off there and stick that one down, just get rid of my rubbish, and there we go. That is another double Z fold. So you just write your sentiment on there. So that is the Evening Evergreen and the Pale Papaya. And then this one is Misty Moonlight. And then I've actually done the flowers in oh dear, Daffodil Delight, that's the colour that's in the hand pen suite. So that's the cards tonight. I hope you like them. I've really enjoyed making them. It's just short and sweet tonight, but hopefully next week I'm going to make another card, a simple card with a box of some description. So we'll see what next week brings. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. And next week I will also talk to you about we've got some card kits in the, well, they're actually on the website, but I'll explain to you about them. It's there's some that you've got everything in and you just stamp. There's ink in there, and you can stamp. But there's others that if you're not into stamping, you can just basically stick them together. All the bits are there for you to stick them together and make all sorts of different things. So I will talk to you about those next week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've loved making them. Hope you all take care, and don't forget to carry on crafting. Thank you very much. Bye.